Good morning, everybody. Good day. It's Reverend Melissa, and it's wonderful to be back with you all again. So I did it, and then something weird happened, so I'm doing it again, right? So, and that's a perfect life lesson too, right? So you get into something, and then something weird happens, and you give up. But there is no giving up on ourselves, none. So, take two. So, we are talking about spiritual practice this week, and I wanted to circle back a little bit to something that I said yesterday about going into your own space. So I'm blessed to have an office in my home, and I do my spiritual practice in my office. But if you don't have, your own space in your house, create a space for yourself. And that space could be in your bathroom. Do your spiritual practice in your bathroom. Because any place that you are, this is really good news, any place where you are is sacred. You are walking on holy ground because you are there. So you are sacred. The space that you're in is sacred because of your presence. So if it's in the bathroom, it's in a big closet that you might have, create a space for yourself. That's why it's good to get up early in the morning before anyone else is up so that you can get in a space and do your spiritual practice. So that was one thing I wanted to circle back to. Hey, Heike. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Colette. Thank you all for joining. So I wanted to circle back to also the order. So remember, it's the reading, it is inspirational reading, journaling, and meditation. Okay? So I want to spend a little bit of time today talking about the reading piece of it. So it's reading that is inspirational, right? It's something that inspires you. It's something that lifts up your spirit. It's that high vibration reading. So it's not reading the latest fiction by Stephen King. It's not, reading the newspaper. It's not getting on your phone and reading, an article about what's going on with the virus. It is reading something that inspires you, that connects you with that inner self that is just seeking to connect with you, right? So I wanted to share specific examples of what I do for my spiritual practice for the inspirational reading, okay? So one of the things that I highly recommend is any sacred text. Oftentimes I read my Bible. This was my grandmother's Bible, so it's very special to me. And I also get to connect with her in that way and to connect with my ancestors. So it has like a double benefit for me. So read something sacred to yourself. You could read Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind text. If you're going through a spiritual process, you can read that as your spiritual reading. So one is 30-Day Mental Diet. It's a great book, and it has really quick lessons that probably takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes to read. And then there's an exercise at the end and a little meditation or prayer. So these types of books are great for your inspirational reading with your spiritual practice. So what am I doing right now? What I'm reading right now is the Book of Awakenings, which is by Mark Nepo. And it's a great, quick book because every day there are daily readings. They match the day. It's a 365-day book. And I use that as my inspirational reading. So a quick read, a nice meditation at the end, and that's my spiritual reading. Another example, and I'm going to share this example and share the spiritual reading also, so you get a full taste of it all. So I use, sometimes I go to the Acts of Faith, which is a book by Iana Van Zant, and very quick readings that you can use as your inspirational reading. And so think about it like this. The reading, why you do the reading first, because people keep asking about the order. Do I really have to do it in that order? You could do whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you could do that. But I'm just offering that this is a flow. The reading, the journaling, the meditation, it's a flow to it. So imagine yourself at the beach and you haven't approached the ocean yet. and you just dip you kind of like tip your toe in the water, right? You just tip your toe in the water. That's what the reading is like. It's kind of like setting the tone for your spiritual reading. It's kind of getting you ready to go within and to go deeper within yourself. That's what it's all about. So the reading is like a little tip in the ocean of your love, of your inspiration. Okay? So get your book and do your inspirational reading. And look how quickly it goes. This is by Iyanla Vanzant. Faith must inspire action. It alone cannot be verbal. Mental faith is insufficient. Faith is not believing, trying, or hoping. It is the knowing by which you do. Faith develops endurance to face the trial without being tempted to stop. Faith produces doers. Those who understand fewness of words, greatness of deeds are a measure of true faith. Faith is obedience to the urging of the Spirit, the pothole which all things have their being. Faith controls tongue, soothes the head, and stifles the lust to complain. Faith produces patience. Your life is the only true measure of your faith. Your words and actions determine the fullness of your cup. If there is anyone or anything of unworthiness in your life, you must ask yourself, to what am I giving my faith to? And the closing affirmation is, I put my faith in only those things that produces good for me. So fill your cup up in your spiritual practice by doing your reading. Do your reading, inspiring reading, inspirational reading. So that's all for today. Peace and blessings, and